Hey guys, I'm finally here to do a Q&A video. So if you're new to my page, I'm Yana. I'm the owner and the maker of AromaSoy Candles. And I asked you guys to ask me any questions a while back. And sorry it's been that long. But so I picked 10 questions to answer. So if you're interested in hearing the answers to these, most of these are business related, then keep on watching. So the first question is, ways you find to balance family, work, me time, and life. Um, Honestly, this was so hard in the beginning with family and work and trying to figure things out. So I struggled with it in the beginning, the first year or two. So what really helped me is setting routine and blocking time for work, and then once I'm done with work, it's family time and doing all the things at the house. So really that was my main thing that helped me, and that helped me to grow my business because of the routines and set schedules. So number two, what inspired you to start a business and why candles? Um, it really started as a creative outlet. I had a 1-year-old and I was just stressed out and I just needed some kind of a work outlet, just do something for me. So back in 2014, December, I came across a YouTube video, and that's when soy candles started to be popular. And I just wanted to make one for myself so I don't have to buy one. And that became a hobby and then eventually a business. So I would say somebody on YouTube inspired me. And why candles? I don't know. I didn't just sit and think I'll do candles, honestly, but it just kind of happened. So, uh, what what would you do differently if you had to start over? Um, I would not stress out, not having everything figured out. It's honestly not physically possible to have everything figured out if you're doing everything yourself. I was trying to figure everything out myself, and I didn't know what I wanted my brand to look like, and even didn't know the jars I wanted to use. So it did take time to narrow it down, but I wish I didn't stress about it and just took one step at a time. And that stressed me out a lot in the beginning. All right, next one is, will you ever add more floral and feminine scents, maybe jasmine or gardenia? I actually had about 20 floral scents in the beginning. I thought that's what people would like, so I just added a lot of them and different variations. And they really didn't sell that much, so I steered away from floral, and I saw a demand for citrus and more of a spa-like and herbal scents. So now I just kept the top sellers. Now I do make floral scents for wholesale customers only. So if that's what you like, go to my website and I have a tab that's called retailers, and I have all of the stores that carry my candles there. It doesn't have my private label wholesalers, but everything, all the stores that carry my candles, some of them I do custom scents for. So just check them out. If there's somebody near you, you can just check them out in person. Next one is, maybe I'm the only one get overwhelmed when I think of all the options and ideas I would have for a small business. How did you settle on candles and stick to one thing? I didn't, honestly, I didn't just sit down and think of a business that would be more profitable and what I should do. It just happened as a hobby. It started as a hobby, and it just happened. And then I would say the most important thing is to make sure it's something that you love doing. And if you don't know if you're gonna love doing that, just try it out. just go over your skills, like what are you good at, and just kind of play around that, and then try something out in that what you're good at. So if it's photography, try a photography business, and if it's something else that you make, try that out. So yeah, so make sure you love what you do because honestly, if you don't love what you do and it's your own business, it will not last, in my opinion. If you're passionate about it, you will hustle and you will work hard for it. So next one is, how long did it take for you to go from the decision to start making candles to the point where you felt the candles were good enough to start selling? Was the process long and difficult? I would say it took me a good year to be more comfortable at selling my product, because in the beginning I didn't think it was perfect, but I didn't wait that whole year to post my product, post my candles, because things will never be perfect. I wasn't happy with the way things looked at the time, but that didn't stop me. So, I just wanted to try it out and see if there's a demand for candles. And yeah, so kind of about a year, but I made my first candle in December of 2014, and then February of 2015 is when I registered my business officially, legally, and posted all my products on Etsy. And there was no risk, I felt like, because the listings were free. My friend sent me an invitation, and so I got 40 listings for free. And then because it's based on percentage, when you sell your item, you're not really putting a lot of money into it. So that's where I started. Do you have any advice for doing trade shows? I haven't done any trade shows. I do want to do one. I think it's called New York Now. It's kind of expensive, but that's my goal at some point, to try that, because I do so much wholesale, and that's kind of my, stores. I just get a lot of wholesale customers, and that would be an awesome thing to do, just to be exposed to all these other stores that I don't know about and that don't know about me. So anyways, but I did one in Chicago that was kind of a trade show, but really it was more of a market. But so I kind of got a sense of it, and I loved it. I loved that side where stores, you knew which stores were had a retail location. They would come up to you and they would get my wholesale information. So I really loved it. But yeah, so I don't really have any advice in that, other than I wouldn't do a trade show when I wasn't ready. I wanted to make sure my branding is on point and my product is the way that I want it to look like. So yeah, but I wouldn't do it, say, 2 years ago. I think right now I've been efficient and consistent for at least a year, and I'm happy with the things, how things are right now, how everything looks. So I would do one in the future, but that would be my advice, to maybe wait until you're happy with, because it's the stores do look at packaging, at how professional you are, if you're serious business. So I think that will be a selling point too, so to make sure everything looks good. All right, next one is, how do you choose different candle scents? We started a scent tester program last year, and that went so well. So so what it is just a list of people that sign up to be in our group, and then once I'm ready to launch new scents. So right now I'm planning to launch 2 new scents, and I picked 20 scent testers from the list, and they have to choose. They're in process of choosing top 2 that they like. So that's the best way. And then anything that gets the top 2 rating are the scents that I will be adding to my store. And this is our third round, and it's done so well. And I love getting you guys involved, and it really pays off because you guys end up loving those scents. So yeah, so that's the process. So we have that program. What do you do when you feel defeated by the obstacles of starting a business? I would say you have to be persistent, and you absolutely have to love what you do. Because honestly, I wanted to quit several times in the first 3 years because, same thing. I didn't have the balance, the healthy balance between work and family, and I felt like I was constantly flooded with work and nothing was getting done, and I was just stressed out. Once I figured that out, I because I knew I loved what I was doing. I loved the process, but I just needed to get everything kind of figured out for the schedule. So, but the main thing is to be persistent, and if you don't love it, maybe it's good to quit. But if it's something that you want to continue doing, just be persistent and keep going. All right, and the last one is biggest regret, mistake in the business. I would say just stressing out, just thinking that everything needs to be perfect, and stressing out that somebody's not gonna like your product, which I'm pretty sure a lot of other small business owners come across that and feel that. But really, that's the only thing, that not to stress out and take one step at a time. So that's all of the questions, and thank you so much for being part of this, and I hope these were helpful. And I might do another set of questions Q&A video, but yes, thanks for sticking around, and thank you. Bye.